There is a strange metal sitting in the precious metals world. It's rarer than gold, more difficult to mine, historically more expensive, used in everything from catalytic converters to chemotherapy drugs, and yet almost nobody stacks it. You can walk into a coin shop and ask about silver, and the owner lights up. Ask about gold, and suddenly you're talking about central banks, dynasties, and monetary collapse. Ask about platinum? The guy behind the counter looks at you like you just asked where he keeps the fax machine repair parts. And honestly, there's a reason for that, because platinum might be the most misunderstood precious metal on Earth. Not hated, not loved, just weird. And today, we're going to talk about why platinum has always occupied this awkward middle ground between industrial commodity and monetary metal. Because unlike gold and unlike silver, platinum never really figured out what it wanted to be when it grew up. So, what is platinum? Well, first let's establish something important. Platinum is genuinely rare. Annual mine production is tiny compared to gold and silver. Gold gets mined in dozens of countries. Silver comes out of almost everything. Copper mines spit out silver as a byproduct, like bonus fries at a fast food drive-thru. But platinum? Most of it comes from two places, South Africa and Russia. That concentration alone makes the market unstable. A power outage in South Africa can move platinum prices. Imagine if silver prices depended on whether one utility company remembered to pay its electric bill. That's platinum, and unlike gold, which mainly exists to store wealth, platinum is heavily industrial, and that matters. Because industrial metals behave differently. Gold gets hoarded, silver gets stacked, and platinum gets used. Destroyed, consumed, recycled, melted down, turned into emissions equipment and chemical catalysts. It's less pirate treasure and more very expensive chemistry ingredient. So, let's first look at its biggest use, catalytic converters. The main reason platinum matters at all today is catalytic converters. That's the emission control system in gas and diesel vehicles. Platinum helps convert toxic gases into less harmful emissions. So every time environmental regulations tighten, platinum demand rises. And for years, this created an incredible narrative. People looked at platinum and thought, wait a second, this stuff is rarer than gold, necessary for modern industry, and historically expensive. So naturally, stackers thought this thing could go to the moon. But instead, platinum became the kid who peaked in high school. Because then came electric vehicles, and EVs don't need catalytic converters. That realization absolutely crushed the long-term bullish narrative, and suddenly platinum wasn't the future, it was potentially tied to a technology the world was trying to phase out, and that's a problem. Because precious metals investors love inevitability. Gold has monetary inevitability. Silver has industrial inevitability. Platinum? Platinum has maybe diesel engines survive. Not exactly the strongest emotional sales pitch. And so, why do stackers prefer gold? Well, gold is simple. That is its superpower. Gold has one job: store wealth across time. That's it. Gold doesn't care about EV sales. Gold doesn't care about solar panel demand. Gold does not care about semiconductor cycles. Gold just sits there looking expensive and ancient. And central bankers love that. When nations panic, they buy gold, not platinum. Nobody at a collapsing central bank says, quick, increase our catalytic converter exposure. Gold has 5,000 years of monetary psychology behind it. Platinum does not. That matters more than rarity. In fact, this is one of the hardest lessons for new stackers to understand. Rarity alone does not create monetary value. Otherwise, baseball cards and Beanie Babies would still be retirement accounts. Monetary metals require trust, history, liquidity, and universal recognition. Gold dominates all four. And so, why do stackers prefer silver? Silver occupies a completely different role. Silver is the working man's gold. It's emotional, affordable, volatile, community-driven, and silver stackers don't just buy silver, they build identities around it. Silver has forums, memes, doomsday theories. Safe full of junk silver. Tube stacking videos with dramatic music. Nobody makes cinematic YouTube shorts about their platinum maple leaves. Silver also has a very compelling industrial story. Solar panels, electronics, military systems, medical applications, AI infrastructure. Silver bulls can always tell a future demand story, and importantly, silver has monetary history and industrial demand. That duality is powerful. Platinum mostly has industrial demand without deep monetary psychology. That makes it vulnerable because industrial demand fluctuates. Human fear does not. Here's the funny thing about platinum. Here's why platinum can actually become hilarious. For decades, platinum traded above gold. People viewed it as elite, luxury watches, high-end jewelry, prestige. And if you had platinum, you're basically saying gold is for peasants. Then reality hit. Today, many normal people don't even know what platinum is used for. Meanwhile, gold remains globally recognized by literally everyone from billionaires to villagers. And that's a brutal reversal. Imagine being rarer than gold and still getting ignored by the precious metals party. Platinum is basically the gifted former child prodigy that now sells crypto courses on Instagram. So here's why some people still love it. Let's be fair. There are intelligent arguments for platinum. First, the market is tiny. Tiny markets can move violently. If investment demand ever returns in size, platinum could spike hard because supply is constrained. Second, hydrogen technology could matter. Platinum is used in hydrogen fuel cells and certain green energy systems. Now, whether hydrogen becomes transformative or remains future technology, that perpetually arrives in 5 years. That's another debate. But platinum bulls point to this constantly. Third, the gold to platinum ratio looks historically strange. There were long periods where platinum was worth significantly more than gold. Today, gold massively outruns it. Value investors see that and think eventually this normalizes. Well, maybe. Or maybe gold simply won the monetary war permanently. That's the uncomfortable possibility platinum investors have to consider. So, what's the real problem? The real issue with platinum stacking is it lacks narrative dominance. And markets run on narratives. Gold narrative, protection against monetary collapse. Silver narrative, industrial shortage plus monetary upside. Platinum narrative, diesel engines, hydrogen maybe, also it's rare. That's weaker. And weaker narratives attract fewer buyers, which means less liquidity, less community, less excitement. And in speculative markets, excitement matters a lot because humans do not buy metals purely rationally. And if they did, half the collectibles market would disappear overnight. People buy stories. Gold has mythology, silver has rebellion, platinum has chemistry. And so, should you stack it? Here's our view. Platinum is interesting as a speculative satellite position, but not as a core stack. Gold remains the monetary king. Silver remains the volatility and industrial demand play. Platinum, it sits somewhere in between. Too obscure to dominate investment demand, but that obscurity is also why some contrarians love it. Because the biggest moves often happen in ignored assets, and platinum is definitely ignored. The problem is timing. You can be correct about platinum for 10 years and still underperform gold, and that's frustrating, especially for stackers who want conviction, liquidity, and global recognition. In many ways, platinum represents a fascinating lesson about markets. The rarest thing does not always become the most valuable. The best technology does not always win. And the metal with the strongest fundamentals does not capture human imagination. Gold became money because humans trusted it. Silver became beloved because it balanced utility and accessibility. Platinum? Platinum became an incredibly qualified candidate nobody hired. Still important, still useful, still rare, but somehow perpetually standing outside the vault looking in. And honestly, that might be the most interesting thing about it. And now you know the rest of the platinum story. Build that stack, with or without platinum. iBankerU. Good day.